Now, after 3 sold-out performances in February, curtains open once again for the English adaptation of Uncle Jane as it stages another run in September at the Mirror Theatre Studio in Makati. Joining us live today are Missy Maramara, who plays Uncle Jane, and Topper Fabregas, who walks in the shoes of Michael. Good morning to you both. A holiday.
Good morning.
I so appreciate the fact that you are with us on a holiday.
Yeah, we will wake up for you and see it.
I'm sure you're also going to wake up because of this wonderful show that you guys are restaging after such a successful run in February and now back again in September. I mean, how psyched were you?
Super psyched.
Really?
Yes,
Okay.
because a lot of people were clamoring to see it because they weren't able to see it in the limited run.
Yeah.
So we were very happy to be able to bring it back and make sure more people get to see it.
What was so exciting about the fact that you can actually restage it?
I mean, as actors, it's always wonderful when you kind of get to do something to take a step back and kind of look at everything in hindsight and then come back at it again with fresh eyes. Not everyone gets that opportunity because I think when you start to rehearse for something, you're on this train that just keeps going and going, and it's only like when you get to the final show where you're like, oh, there's so many things that I get now. And so we get that opportunity now. So it's been a few months and then we've kind of let it kind of stew a little bit more and we have fresher eyes now, and so we get another crack at it.
Another chance.
And even Nelsito, who adapted Uncle Vanya into Uncle Jane and directed us, saw new things while we were staging it and percolated over the few weeks and months that
It just keeps getting better and better, di ba?
Wonderful.
Pasarap ng pasarap.
it's even a better show pa now. Than
So tell me a little bit about Uncle Jane. It didn't start out as Uncle Jane,
No,
right?
it
So
started-
tell us about the evolution and how it came to be Uncle Jane. As I understand, it was because of you. Once I discovered
Yes.
you, was that true?
Yes, he basically wrote it for Missy
Missy?
Maramara.
Okay.
Yeah, he did.
He did, okay.
It started as Uncle Vanya.
Okay, Uncle Vanya.
We would read plays during the pandemic
Yes.
online, and then Nelsito wanted to adapt it. So he adapted it to Uncle John and read it, and then he asked me to read it as Uncle Jane. And parang he natuwa naman siya. But also because the gender switch allows for more perspectives on the notion of time, of agency, of regret. Na parang, di ba, a woman's body clock has an effect on their sense of time and urgency.
Yeah.
And so when we sacrifice things, it comes at a cost.
Yes.
And so he wanted to add that layer.
You definitely know the character so
Yeah,
well.
there you
I mean,
go,
I can
yes.
feel it. I could feel it.
And she's being very humble. He really did write it with her in mind.
But I think you're being humble as well because as I understand, the minute you came on, it was like a sealed deal. I mean, we needed Topper to complete this whole cast, right?
Thank you. See, this is why you wake up in the morning.
And that's why you wake up in the morning and be
Yeah.
with me.
Well, yeah.
Okay, tell me
Sorry.
about your role and a
Yeah.
little bit about Uncle Jane.
Well, so basically, the story is about this provincial household, and I play a doctor who's kind of like an extended part of their family already, who comes in and out, and they all have their own issues and, of course, their own sort of existential crises. I play someone who comes in and out of this household, and basically there is a love triangle-ish involved, and
He's the love interest of Uncle Jane's love interest.
Yeah.
So there's kind of like
There's like something,
tension.
Yeah, so yun. And then when Nelsito wrote it, he did have the both of us in mind for these characters and was quite vocal about it. It was like, I'm going to do it once the pandemic is over, and the both of you, I want the both of you in it. And of course, I mean, as actors, that's the sweetest thing to ever hear, to have a playwright, or in this case, someone who adapted the play and directed, just say, I had you guys in mind. I mean, how do you say no? Right?
How do you say no?
Yeah.
A bit of a change. I mean, what? Any changes from the first run? As you said, it just kept getting better and better. Super sarap now. I mean, come and watch and enjoy it, diba? So I mean, what were the minor changes, major changes that happened?
There were-
Audie's, well, he was a bit, as you mentioned, part of the first, but now he's part of the second.
Yes.
The cast is the same.
Same, yeah.
And the characters are fleshed out even more. In the first iteration, there was really super heavy drama. The heavy drama is still there, but now it's the comedies also poked at.
There's a lot of moments of levity now,
Yes.
and we're finding more humor.
Okay.
We're finding a lot more humor in the situations, right? Just like, I mean, it's so Filipino. I mean, we're so used to getting, I think, the shorter end of the stick as people, and we just find humor in
That's
the
right,
oddest
that's right.
and the darkest of places. And I'd like to think that that's what the play has also become. That we are leaning into the comedy more.
Chekhov, the Russian playwright, originally intended. So in that way, the Russians and the Filipinos kind of like have that shared
Yes.
culture of
Of family,
family.
of laughing, of drinking,
drinking. Yes,
your pain away.
We find happiness in the smallest
Yes,
of
we do,
things,
yeah.
you know. Okay, so of course the set design, there's also a lot to speak for. The set design, simple
Yes.
set designs.
It's
and
very bare,
minimalist.
yeah. We have an audience of 80,
80,
people, so it's just a nice experience.
Very
it's
intimate.
communal.
So 80, audience of 80, very intimate. I mean, so we have to go out and grab the tickets.
Yes, yeah.
Right
which
away.
is only 700 pesos.
Only 700 pesos. Where can we get the tickets and where can we watch the show?
There's a bit.ly link on the on the Cast PH IG. So here it is right
you go.
now.
Yes, you can look for cast_PH on IG. There will be like Missy said, there will be a Google link where you can reserve your tickets, or you can find us on our own social media platforms.
And this is
Shoot us
also
a
the-
message. We will get you a ticket.
Okay.
if
And
you
there's
want
also
to.
the QR code if you want to reserve your tickets.
Yes, we're playing at the Mirror Studio Theater. It's on the 5th floor of the SJG building. That's on Kalayaan. It's literally on the corner of Kalayaan and by Makati Avenue. So very easy to get to.
This is in Poblacion, Makati.
Yes, so terrific cast. Definitely, you should go out and grab their tickets. Find them on Instagram.
It's super
harass
set
them.
up.
Harass them all
Yes.
you want. You know.
Feel free to harass us
All
and
right.
beg for a ticket. We'll get you one.
Okay, definitely. Thank you so much for joining us on this holiday.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us here.
Thank you for
today. All the
having
best.
us.
Thank you.